like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other
That's
words...
right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Huh. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Well, what about the footprints over here? These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf.
Hmm.
Wait. Hmm. Hold on. Okay, just wanted to make sure, because it was still going on my end. It did stop on my mobile side, but I pulled back up my desktop view and it was fine, so I was like, weird. So yeah, okay, I'm glad we're back in biz. Actually, making sure something. Sorry about that, guys. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I
These
see.
footprints must be. My clothes
Certainly
are they
possible.
Yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I can't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. See, your feet do appear to be too big. Fortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, but with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. You should probably take a good hard look at that powder. It's a bunch of yellow powder shattered on the floor in front of the shelf. Those are the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled C4. Also, looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Why don't we just get everyone in the frickin' room and tell them to show our shoe sizes, huh? Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are a lot of all kinds of dietary supplements and different kinds of medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers of the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled 10C9. Did someone have put it here on accident? So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. Have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It truly must be bliss. What? Excuse me? Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? He knows! The words of a lifelong loser. Hey, I'm a writer! Which I suppose suits you well. Bless you! I didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. Now the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. Don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has resonance, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Camera. I just don't think I'll get used to it. I mean, you can get used to watching something. Oh, nice! I kind of had a suspicion. Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Don't talk to me. I don't need to hear your sass. I was the one doing all this work while you're just sitting there. Like, Words. Words. Words are good. I like words. Alright, the rec room should be just around the corner right here. Hey!
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But all's too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body and the shelf of the magazines and Monokuma's bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. What? Wait, what was it again? The body, the bottles.
Hey.
Okay, so I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I'm not guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. A person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment? Can you gather up the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So
yeah,
then...
I need to get something from the chem lab while I'm gone. Try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan. I got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. That does not sound like how you pick up bottle pieces. And just as I finish up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare weights? Of what? Pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other
Which means
words...
each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The monoclonal figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So
Now here
then,
comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could miss some here and there.
so
Okay then,
then,
let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew
I
it.
thought. What?
In
Let's
other
also for
words,
experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. What? Interesting. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a
Standing up
second.
in the space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you
Hey.
think you need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. And like me, Kyoko didn't recoil the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's
That's
true.
totally normal. And how can you?
So,
I think because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look over here. Her shoes?
correct.
See that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay. Next
Hey.
is a wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem.
It wouldn't appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both
Correct.
of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's
So
true.
that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Something about ladies. Miss Muscle appears. Cosplay king. Okay, did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine, flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Coco. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Here you found it. Kyoko, is this? This would be a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message. Just to
However,
be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. Make sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Coco, right? Yeah, looks like it. She's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. See why you would pick that fight. This seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Huh. Alright, investigation time is done.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time? But the mystery of the locker room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna BRB really quick. so I apologize, but I'll be right back. Oh yeah, it's probably because it's really late at night. People have school and works tomorrows. So yeah, you'll usually see them earlier though. But anyways, and some of them are avoiding this for spoilers too, so which is totally understandable. Anyways, Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then the ultimate martial artist. You need to stop. Locked room mystery. Why are you winky facing?
What?
Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. See? I'm not the only one who says emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. That is so true.
Yes,
for example,
indeed.
You're at a picnic and you find a dead body. Aha! That's what I always do when I make that face. This is just plain creepy. And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes,
For example,
indeed.
do you have 100 friends? Right, that does make it seem sad. Now then, please get on the elevator. Oh my god, what the foo, Monokuma? I'll see you all down there. Oh my god, what is this? What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look
I
at
don't
me!
think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there will be no doubt one of us here is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? And that person is one of us?
Hey,
Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. I
Don't
said
look
it
at me!
before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. We'll see about that. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further away from my goal. I feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed their steel prison in total silence. We watched doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Man, there's like no one in here. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It felt lower and lower. And as suddenly as it was always. The ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so cute. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all here that's left. I wonder, what will the class trial end with? One less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yeah, I feel like the investigations have been a lot more shorter. Let's see here. I have not gotten any skills. Not sure what that says about me. Oh. Let's do it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure an I'll punt now.
We already know who did it.
Whoa, Deja.
I know, right?
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Bless you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the one who's the killer. She must have some reason for believing that. Let's do it.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Okay, I know where to shoot.
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Alright, I know where to shoot. Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those 3 specifically. I'm sure she's mentioned it before. Yeah, I remember.
It was one of you.
And what reason do
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her.
Crap.
That's
I
low.
missed.
That's about as low
Okay, redo.
as you can get.
I swear, this shooting thing is like the hardest
And
thing
what
for me.
reason do
Because you hated
Let's
her.
slow
Is that
this
it?
down a little
That
bit.
doesn't make any
That's the only reason you have
No!
No.
Yes, get up.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it?
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw
I
her.
know where to shoot.
Come on. There's no way none of you went.
Hina is just
At
grilling.
least one of you is lying.
Alright, yeah, one of them is. There's a clear contradiction in something one of them's just said right now. They didn't go see Sakura, then how could they explain it? Yeah.
The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't.
Yeah, same here.
No! Oh wait, oops, I messed up. I messed up. Oh no, I messed up.
Come on. There's no
I
way
messed
one
up!
of you is lying. The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you
Okay,
is
I
I
got
don't
it.
deny that I never went.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same
Good.
here. I never
Got him.
No, what's wrong? Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... I know that because... Hiro got... no. Sakura got candy.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message inside, it was...
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Yeah, you're being really fishy, Hiro.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
That's weird.
And I can tell you, it was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
What? What's wrong? Did I say something weird? Oh, wait. I think it's one of those things where I have to actually look at the thing.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Wait. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine? So...
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
This one?
When Ogre's body was discovered.
No. I think I know what it is actually now. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you, it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Got it.
No, it's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Moment of truth.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh, oops.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh my god.
I'm at least 30% right.
Oh god.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. The end is
Oh god.
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
Oh god. Yeah, I did really bad. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. It's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. No. No. It's not fair. I forgot about it. No. No. Yes, I want to give it another shot. It's not fair. Oh god.
I refuse to give
This
up
one's
yet.
so always hard because I have to do like 3 things at once. Okay. I'm ready. Fight me, scrub! Oh my god. This is really scary. Okay, I'm ready this time. I have everything ready.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
Oh god, I can't do it.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The The occultist bullcrap! Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occultist bullcrap! The end is nigh! I'm at least 30% right. The occultist bullcrap! Give it a rest.
Hold on.
The end is nigh! Can't hear you, can't hear you!
Ah, thank God. Get out!
Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh sure, thanks.
That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew! I knew she was gonna try and kill me! She was gonna kill me and make her escape! So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head! I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would he have had to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense. Why he didn't use soccer fear? Why the magazine incident? Why he picked Toko? It wasn't hidden. Well, that wouldn't be strange for Toko to kill someone around her, right? She's the perfect fall girl. Don't you think your suffering is over when you die? I want you to taste all the flavors of eternal pain. I mean, that's not the point I was trying to make. Oops. Okay. Is it... No, there's only one thing that... So is that doesn't make sense. Oh, why it was hidden.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what has been written. There's only one choice.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Interesting.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Ah, I see the problem.
After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
Okay, I know where it is.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura, that's true, but this doesn't end there. There's something that proves that. The wounds on her head. Right.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coop and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
What? It's not that? What's wrong with this?
Shoot!
Okay, hold on a second. I know...
I didn't want to, but...
Sorry, it's this, my bad.
I grabbed a Monokuma
bottle from and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from...
And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
Got it.
No, it's wrong! If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on! How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be it's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Chess pieces. I need to see. C. C. Okay. There's my baby. There. Excuse me. Hello.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing is completely intact. No, that can't be right. What? The color I currently did.
Shoot!
I can erase myself. Oh! Wait, it was excited. What?
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports...
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves it that it was... Kyoko and I figured out before. Is it this one? Oh, oops. No, it's not this one. Oh, here it is.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by someone. What? Second.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Give me elements I've been on to full-time battles, please. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. From now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate, simply pressing the Q or the mouse wheel. I also like the debate if you're okay. If you're able to choose from for educational purpose, we're gonna pretend you're accepting me regardless. Just do this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Only halfway? What? Well then, good luck, have fun. What? Only halfway? Excuse me, hello? I thought I was almost done. I thought there was a couple chapters. Okay.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I admit nothing! That's enough!
Go! Ah!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
That just bluntly states it, Kay. Man, everyone's been so open today. What's going on? Is it Christmas?
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, So I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go. But I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes. And I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Oh my god, this is like probably the best one.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Not gonna lie, that is terrifying.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean... Oh, wow. I like how she just immediately is ready. Hey.
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you
I
kill
seriously
Sakura?
like the song.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
That is so scary.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on! That's... you know... But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre! So that's good!
So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's...
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why
I
not
accidentally
yet?
skipped that dialogue. Oops.
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Yeah, there's something else that's bothering me about this case.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't? Yeah, it wasn't, you dum-dum! You're the one who should know even more!
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm
Gaggle of
talking
idiots?
about.
What do you think I am, some kind of chicken? I'm gonna rip that pretty face off your face.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who took Sakura's... I think it's the yellow powder.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the
In
shelf!
front of the shelf. Wait a minute. So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, where did Sakura die?
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
That's correct.
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
I think I know what I'm supposed to do.
Good.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves that there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because the locker was I saw for myself. I was in the locker. I saw for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's...
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
If there's one place I might find a clue, it would have to be written there.
What was it that killed Ogre? If
Wait,
it wasn't from
hold on.
Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of any. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Shot to the head. There's one place I might find a clue. It would have to be written there. So the file, right?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill, then what was it?
There's no other that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
Oh, it is. Nice.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along!
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us, I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as those supplements, I'm positive. Section...
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprits switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Huh? Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was just stand there and watch. But as if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scratched out a bit of the contents with one finger. Touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? Oh man. Oh man. Protein drink. So I need an R. Not that yet. No, stop. Bro. I need O. 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 Oh no, I need a T. Wait. No? Isn't that not T? Is it not T for real? You gotta be kidding me. Isn't it T R? No, there's an E. Right? No. What? Okay. Okay, and I need an E. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, no. N D I. Come on, where's my eyes? Thank you. And one. Boom. Jeez, scared me for a second. I was like, I know how to spell.
I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them, it has to be. It must be what we found in front of the shelf.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are... It's always me. Hey, that Leon, though. Throwback.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it. All at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Till I cover the full truth of this case.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
Wait.
And that's where I switched the
Section C
powders.
to A. No, that's
Once I was
wrong
done
because it
switching
only
them,
went to A.
I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Okay, hold on. In the chem lab, we found the footprints and what direction they were facing. That's clearly contradicted between themselves. Okay.
First I went to that's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders.
Okay.
Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we
Oh
talk?
my god, I love Byakuya's voice better. It's
First
like
I
the
went
same
to
thing.
that's when I grabbed the and you spilled some of the yeah. Okay. I moved from Section C.
No, it's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A, so you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue. Window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, A, right?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
When it comes to that protein can,
I have like
there's
no
not
time.
a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Haha, I missed. When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window. If I concentrate on that... This is kind of actually confusing.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So is it one of these?
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Okay, I guess that doesn't make sense to you either, right? My inferences are never wrong. This is kind of confusing. I'm actually kind of lost. I've been chatting so long.
When it comes to that protein can,
Okay.
there's not a
I think
doubt
I know
in
what
my
I'm supposed to
mind.
do. Let's see. Let me just...
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not
Although
in
this
there.
is kind of making her
So you're
stand back to
saying
him. So I'm not sure if that's still the
Someone
case.
planted it there after we got...
No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
The locked room was unlocked. In other words, when I broke the window. The locked room was unlocked. In other words, when I broke the window. What am I trying to prove here? I understand what they're trying to do. Okay, hold on. I concentrate on that.
When it comes to that
Okay,
protein
so
can,
I'm not trying to...
there's not a
get
doubt in
her
my
wrong.
mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying... Someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible.
Rip.
It had to have been in there the whole time.
I'm wasting so much time right now.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Oh,
Until the lock, it absolutely.
So you're someone plant?
No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before
No,
the
it's
rec
not
room was
on there.
unlocked.
rip.
Shoot!
I think that's what I did last time too. Well, there's only one more chance, and then I have to start off.
When it comes to that protein can,
There's not a doubt until it absolute.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been in. It had to be. It was in there
Nope, I died.
before the rec room was
Well.
unlocked.
Shoot!
Rip. Guilty twice. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't been moited. I should have been moited like 6 years ago. Oh, guess who's guilty? Guess who's back? Back again. Suki's guilty. Tell your friends. Please don't kill me. Yeah, this has happened every case. I'm seriously surprised that everyone has like not murdered me yet.
Is this?
How many chances do I get? As much as I
I
want?
refuse to give up yet.
I hope so. I should just test everyone's patience. That would be great. Okay, I think I have to take what Kyoko said and just slap it into what he's saying. But then at the same time, I just feel like that's kind of redundant.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until
the locked room was unlocked.
it absolute.
So you're someone plant?
No, it had to have been in there.
Fight
It
with the
had
baby.
to be. It was in there before the rec room was
So it's not
unlocked.
that. Okay, so the only other option is...
When it comes to
The
that
empty?
protein can,
No.
there's not a doubt
The
in my
shelf,
mind.
the shelf, the shelf.
Until the lock,
It absolute.
So you're someone plant?
No. It
Okay.
had to have been in. It had to be. It was in there
What?
before the rec
Okay,
room
now
was
I'm
unlocked.
confused. I'm very confused. I don't recall what they were talking about, so I'm really lost here.
when it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in
So it
there.
wasn't in there.
So you're saying... Someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Right?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the
Should I
rec room
copy
was
what he
unlocked.
said and we'll shoot it out of space? When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window. Am I trying to prove her wrong then? When the locked room was unlocked, I'm just on that. I honestly don't know.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying...
Is she wrong? No, but she's
Someone
trying to make the
planted it
point.
there after
And
we
she's
got the
probably
door
right
open?
because she's smart.
No.
And he's the one
that's
freaking out.
impossible. It had to have been in there
Can
the
I just
whole
shoot his
time.
face? Pew!
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
The locked room was unlocked. And I broke the window. Okay, well, okay, I noticed the empty can down there, though. That's what she's trying to get at, isn't she not? Because that's what we found after, because the glass shattered underneath it.
No, it had to have been in there. It had to be. It was in there.
I was right! What the
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result... the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been...
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why?
That misclick. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I need to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Uh-oh, I'll just shoot her. Not all bad. I'm still a little bit confused here, but it's okay.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Wow.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Whoa. Why you hate me, girl?
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Can you stop?
Do you have any kind of proof?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one who killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course...
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room... While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Gosh dang it. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. Not sure what goes here, so I'm gonna skip that. Wait, no, she's in the locker. And then he comes. And then, oh wait. And then she does this again. Let's see here. What is that face? So, of course it's free. And she sees that he put that there and he runs like an idiot. Sorry, I love you, BB. And he sees on here, and it's Coco. And then she sees that, pops out, sees that, puts it upside down, and let's see here. God, look at that face. I'm trying to figure out what goes here. After she, oh, right, upside down, and then she hits her with that one, and that's the key. She puts it away and she runs. I love that running thing. And she got hit, she's bleeding. Takes the poison, drinks the poison. Next case, go here. And that's supposed to be Hina. Sees the bottle. Grabs the bottle. This one's easier than the other ones. Let's see. She sees that we're busy. Puts it in the bucket. Wait, no. This? I don't know, actually. It just looks really funny to have him in there. Is this correct? I think everything's pretty on point for now. It has nothing to do with them and the candy. Yeah, because that's that scene right there. I'm not sure about this one. A2. Well, there shouldn't be anything with A2, right? Goes, picks it up. I'm not sure what the picture is here, but I'm assuming this is the case. Let's hope this is a go in first try. Although I think this one's messed up. I think. Well, that says cam 2. So. Oh no, that's right. Okay, here we go. I think this is actually correct. Woo, let's do it.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
What? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Oh, is it that one then? I'm confused. Okay, hold on. And it's not her putting that down? Oh! Duh! He got a letter too. I'm special. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I thought it was just that. Okay. Redo!
Here's exactly what happened. This case... Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko, she got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
I actually finally get the case now. It took so long. But I finally understand why she did that. And I think she'll probably explain it in a bit. If she doesn't, I'll explain, I guess. But I'm pretty sure you guys probably see it too. Dang. Hold on.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did
so
you say?
that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come
Hina,
on.
why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you
And
thinking?
yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't
Yeah,
be
we almost
mean.
died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to
I couldn't
die.
let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. But for serious? That's...
What is
Still
this?
don't understand. Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such cruelty has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her, and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No
You tried to
forgiveness!
protect me, but because of me.
I can't
My
forgive
closest
this!
friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked them to meet us to meet with them. those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to us all. And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd push her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And then, that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So, I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
we all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but... It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is
What
this?
did you see? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, cause her and me...
In other words...
What I'm really trying to say is...
Yes,
Don't you
indeed!
think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
Is that?
Of
Isn't
course!
it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? You already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's
This is the one
true.
Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
Then...
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd lighten things up a bit.
Well now, well
I
now,
can't
well
help
now,
it
well
if you
now.
totally took my little scrabbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. That's so true. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and me alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut. So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you
I'm
gonna
glad
do?
you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my harmonic narrator voice.
Hey,
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
but
And
hold
isn't it just
on.
so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough
Could you
already.
get on with it, please?
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
jeez, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of my dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sakura. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
it was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I've chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna
But
do?
in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you. Remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. What? Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Well, I only have one thing to look forward to. And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. If that's what you're thinking. Where the master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. I can see why. You know, I see evil in Toko. Everyone. Well, now you can see that Sakura's death had no meaning. How boring. But nothing good can come out of this. I'm still gonna be the one having fun here. Oh, having fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times wonder. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What? You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! Phew! That really took a lot out of me. Maybe I'll go grill the plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at, and why mention the others? I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned into fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with the laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. That's what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I
So,
thought.
you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yeah.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Chico wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset. Okay,
Well?
time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yeah.
Yeah, there's still a little bit more left to Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie-daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Hip deep, I'll remember that. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit? It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, that is Sakura's note. Like I would ever let any of you greaseballs have it. What? Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
There's a note. There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight me. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest tonight. And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
Hey,
Mastermind did something to our bodies. What they are saying the Mastermind... What are they saying the Mastermind did? What did the Mastermind do to us? I mean, did the Mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? Yeah, totally. And if you try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in the movies and comics and stuff, so it's totally not unheard of. No, I just feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But I think I must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. What? The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not
I would
possible.
never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Toko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Ball? That's right, I called you a sleazeball, cause you are. Sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends. Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take. Me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's terrifying.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. Apparently, it's time unknown. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? BRB, I'm gonna check this nice garbage can, because it's obviously really important to me. Dang it, he's still saying the same thing. Fine, I'll talk to her. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. Favor from me?
Makoto.
What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? And Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Are you sure you don't want to check out this garbage can? Alright. I guess there's more to the story than I thought. Well, I mean, I thought this chapter was over. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not there. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand on the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Gah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust it? Yeah, right, but I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like he might break it any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko. No, you two.
You guys.
Two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's
Here,
true.
You got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What? Didn't
Hey.
you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Don't
Shall
worry
we
about
go?
it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Go on. Get out of here. Shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. Then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but... Well,
Goodbye.
Good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave... Jesus Christ, woman.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Ooh, the lady. Alright. And that's it for chapter 4. Alright. Altar lump present.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Okay.
Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Crow, hey, nice to see you, Bam. Hope to see you again soon, boy. Oh my gosh. Blazing, please. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. I already read this. That was 3 days before the mass incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Oh god, what the fuck? 3 days before the worst thing so far will reveal itself. Jesus Christ. What happened to you? 100-mile dash? Pain of a junk food junkie. Oh. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, we didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? He does act like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think, anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of
and no
my
matter
family.
what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Chobo, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. What?
What's your deal?
At you. The talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I think this is the small talk you have to realize, I guess.
Come on.
And I let myself get along. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down into your level again. We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouth and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. So, I'm looking at the time again, and it's 1. This keeps happening. I keep thinking that I can do this in a short amount of time, but that track took a lot way longer. I messed up a lot too here and there, so my apologies. I was getting mixed up, but anyways, I will end on that note.